Hey folks, Uncle Jesse here, Chef Jesse. Well folks, my days didn't start out too good, but I am now in the kitchen, and this is where I relax. So anyway folks, the weather outside is nasty, it's rainy, it's gloomy looking, it's depressing. So I'm gonna, a day like this, it's good to have some soup. So I'm making a very simple chicken soup. I'm gonna start off with a chicken, of course. Right? I'm going to start off cutting up some pieces of boneless for chicken cutlet, and I'm going to show you in a minute. I'm trying to open this up here to try not to mess up the package. Man, I don't know how to. I'm trying to. Okay, I'm going to start cutting up the chicken, and what I'm going to do. Let's see. Let me wash this chicken up. What I'm going to do with the chicken is I'm going to start cubing it. When I say cube, I didn't say Cuban. I said cube. Okay, I'm going to cut it up in little cubes, and I'm going to boil it. And after I soften it up, I'm going to use some of that water that the chicken, I boiled the chicken in to make my stock, my chicken soup, okay? So bear with me a minute. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I'm cutting up my chicken. And there you go. Okay, so you can cut it up any way you want. I mean, it's up to you. I'm going to cut it up, and some people cut it up in little cubes. And I'm going to cut it up in little, I wouldn't say little cubes, but I'm going to cut it up into small pieces, okay? Okay, and here we go. I'm going to cut it up in little cubes like this, and I'm going to boil this, okay? I'm going to boil it until it gets done. Okay. Watch your fingers always. And wash your hands often when you're working with chicken. Okay, so let me show you. Cut down. Okay. Then you cut it into cubes. You can cut it into small cubes, medium, whatever you like. This is your soup. This is what you're gonna do. Okay. Okay. So, and you can use all the pieces of the chicken. Some people use some chicken thighs to give it more flavor. I'm using the chicken. Okay. So let me get some more chicken in here. Okay. There you go. That's a little bit bigger. There you go. Okay. So if you see the pieces are too big, you can cut them up more. You can adjust it, okay? And this cooks pretty quick. And I trim some of the fat off. Okay. I take some of the fat off. And let me get some more of this chicken here. There you go. There you go. Okay. So, depending how much meat you want in the chicken, you cut them up. Okay, so I think I have enough chicken in there. Let me get this little piece here. Trim some of this fat off. And there we go. Okay, so got a piece of chicken left here. I don't know for what, but I'll do something with it. Okay. So there goes my chicken. I'm gonna put some water. I'm gonna boil it for a little while. Put it in the pot. Get that started and start to go. Okay. So voila, magic. Okay. Now before you do that, folks, make sure you clean the cutting board, real clean, because you're working with chicken. Now I'm gonna start cutting my celery and my carrots for the soup. Stand by. So folks, I cut up my celery and my, let me show you. There you go. Your celery. Cut up your celery. Cut up your carrots. There you go. This is the end of it. I'll throw it away. I'm gonna cut up some onions. Let me cut up a little bit of onions. I'm gonna mice these onions. I keep saying miced. I'm gonna chop these onions up. And let's see, I should have cut the tip of it off. There you go. When you cut the tip off, the onion falls apart. That's it. There you go. That was easy. Let me take some of this off. I don't want too much onions, but I do want to chop up these onions as small as possible. Okay. Very small. And then I'm gonna, there you go. Okay. Now this will take a little while, but you'll get there eventually. Okay. And you just chop them up very fine, small as possible. Okay. There you go. As small as possible. You gotta cut your onions. And just make sure they don't fly all over the place, because they do. There you go. Don't try to get away. Okay. Okay, so you see that? Okay. And the more you chop, the more smaller they get. Oops. My chicken is boiling. I'll throw some of that water out. Okay. There you go. Just keep repeating over and over and over until you get into this finely chopped. Okay. Put it together. Okay. If you have a food processor or one of those machines that chops it up, you can chop it up with a machine. I like the old-fashioned way. I like to get in there and do it myself. Okay. And then you get some of the onions in there. There you go. Okay, so it's starting to look good. Okay. And the more you do it, the more the onion you're gonna chop it up more smaller. And there you go. And I think that's good enough. Wash my hands. Okay, we're gonna put this into a plate here, to a little bowl. Here we go. There we go. Okay. So I got my carrots and my celery, and I got my onions chopped up, and I'm gonna put these to the side. And my chicken is boiling. Let me show you. Okay, and it's almost done. I'm letting it simmer there for a little while, and then I'm gonna start cutting up. I'm gonna cut up some fresh parsley, because I like to put parsley in there. Okay, and I'm gonna cut up some. I got some cilantro here, a little bit that I salvaged. It was starting to get welted in my refrigerator, so bear with me. Let me take some of these leaves off. This thing smells delicious. Fresh cilantro smells so delicious, especially when you chop it up. This one's been in my fridge for a little while, so it's almost done, but I'm trying to get as much as possible out of it, the leaves. And you know, there you go. I got most of it off. This is very strong, so you don't need too much. And yeah, if you get a little stock, so there, most of it is gone. Okay, most of it is gone, and you know, okay, garbage. Now, again, finely chopped. Chop this finely chopped as much as possible, because you don't want big pieces of this showing up in your soup. You want nice fine little pieces, so you chop it up, you know, like this. Okay, this smells delicious as well. Okay, we're gonna put that into another plate. I have like all these bowls. I have all these little bowls. My God. Okay, so I got cilantro and fresh parsley. Nothing like fresh herbs. Okay, and there you go. Okay. So now I got all my stuff here. Let me clean this a bit. I got all my. Okay. So I got my chicken done almost. Right, look at that. So let me continue simmering it, And I'm going to take this big pot that used to belong to my mother gave it to me. It belonged to my grandmother. It's like a family heirloom, and it's been in the family for years. And when I go, I'll probably pass it on to my niece. Anyway, I'm going to fill that pot up with water now. I'm going to make about, let's see, it's got measurements on the side. I think it did. It used to. Okay. I'm going to make about maybe 5 quarts. I'm going to fill up to about 5 quarts of water. Actually, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to... Okay. So I'm going to put my pan there. No water yet. Take that back. I take that back. Okay. I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of butter. 2 tablespoons of butter into the pot. Okay. And it's starting to smoke. Okay. Okay. So let me show you. Okay, so I got two tablespoons of butter in there. I'm melting the butter. Okay, in the pot. Okay. I don't know why this pot is making so much smoke, but anyway, I'm smoking. I am melting my butter. Okay. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to start to saute my onions. Okay. There goes my onions. Okay. So I'm going to start sauteing my onions. Okay. Real nice. Is that a piece of carrot there? Oh, a piece of carrot. Yeah, there was a piece of carrot. So I'm going to saute first my onions because my onions will cook up quickly. Okay. So I'm sauteing my onions with two tablespoons of butter. Okay. My chicken is getting done. My chicken is almost, it should be done. I boiled it it's been boiling for a good 15 minutes or so. Okay. Now I gotta make sure that I don't burn these onions. Okay. I don't want to brown them or anything. I just want to get them soft. It smells so good in this right now. The smell of onions, oh my God, it's so good. Okay. And just when the onions are almost done, you see, let me show you, I don't know if you can see them. Just when the onions look like this, see? Okay, before they start burning or frying or whatever, I'm going to start sauteing a bit my carrots and my celery. There we go. Okay, and this is the base of my soup. Okay, there you go. So let me show you. That's what it looks like. Okay. Then my chicken is still boiling in the other pot. Let me see if I can show you. My other pot has my chicken in it, and then you could see my pot here. There you go. Okay. So just keep moving around. Move around. Lower the flame down, very low. Okay. You could add some salt to this. I add some salt. I add some pepper. Pepper. Okay. You know me and garlic, so I'm gonna put some garlic powder in it. You could put some whole garlic. I got whole garlic in there, but I just didn't want to. Okay. So everything, it smells so good when all these flavors come together. It smells so good. Okay. And just let it stir in there for a little while. Okay. I got my cilantro and parsley. I'm not gonna put that in yet. I'm gonna wait till I put the liquid in there. Oh, as a matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna put that in right now. There you go. Because the heat is gonna release the flavors. That's gonna release all the flavors in there. Okay. And this is for your soup. Okay. So now after this, I'm gonna put in the chicken. gonna put the chicken in there, and then I'm gonna cook up the soup. Okay, so stay tuned. It smells so delicious in here in this kitchen. So I'm about to put the chicken in. Okay, I'm about to put the chicken in there. So let me show you. This looks delicious. Look at that. So this is all the base of, and you can put some potatoes in it if you want. I don't know, but I'm not. Maybe not today. Anyway, my chicken is done. I'm going to throw my chicken in there now. I take my chicken. There you go. Look at that. And okay. Now some of the liquid that chicken was cooked in has a little bit of flavor, so I'm gonna put a little bit just in the bottom there, and I'm gonna try to bring this a little bit to a boil, and then look at that. Oh my God, it smells delicious. Okay, it smells delicious. You can see the flavors coming together. Now I'm gonna go get my chicken stock. And yes, I'm using chicken stock, chicken broth, chicken stock. Okay, I'm gonna use a can of. Okay, now I'm gonna raise the flame on this because I want this to boil. And I'm using 2 cans of the chicken stock, okay? And I'm going to add the rest of the water that I made the chicken in there. That's nice and hot. There you go. Okay. So this is your base of your soup. Okay? Now I want to try it out to see how the flavors are going. So I'm going to stick a spoon in there. If I can find one, I'm going to stick a spoon in there and see what this needs. Okay. Oh my God, this is delicious. The flavors are coming together. You can add some more water to this. Definitely, I will add a little bit more water because I want more soup, right? And make sure you adjust the flavoring and the seasoning so that you, even when you add the water, you don't lose that flavor. But this is very simple, folks. You see how I made this? Very simple. Look at that, and it's done. I mean, this is done. All you have to do, I'm going to use some light and fluffy extra wide egg noodles. I'm going to wait for this to boil a little bit to get the flavor, more of the flavors out, and then I'm going to put this last because this is, this cooks up in a few minutes. So I'm using these, and just to show you, this is what it looks like: light and fluffy, extra wide egg noodles. Okay, and I guess you can use any kind of noodles, pasta, whatever. But that's what I've been using to make my chicken. So I'm gonna add some water more to this so I can get more stock out of it. And it's delicious, I'll tell you, folks. So this is Uncle Jesse's chicken soup for a nice rainy day like today. And I'm going to add some more water. Okay. And that's it, folks. So stay tuned because it's almost done. Folks, this looks delicious. I brought it up to a second boil. Let me show you. I brought the soup up to a second boil, okay? And it's looking great. It's looking great. I put some potatoes in there because Gilbert likes potatoes in there. But I also got the celery and you can see the celery and you can see the carrots in there. And it looks so delicious. So I brought it up to a second boil after I put the chicken stock in there. And I'm mixing it around. And I brought it to a second boil. When I used 2 cans of chicken stock and I used the water that I boiled the chicken in that had already chicken flavor already. I brought it up in and you can see all the celery in there and you can see the cilantro and the fresh parsley. And like I said, I put some potatoes in there. Maybe not traditional, but I put some potatoes in there. Now I'm going to start putting, now it's boiling, I'm going to put my egg noodles. And I'm using light and fluffy egg noodles. And I'm going to pour a hand. Yeah, I'm going to probably pour the rest of this bag in there. Okay. Everything in there, everything out. Let's go. Okay. Let me mix it up. Okay. So there goes your noodles in there. I don't know if it's enough noodles. Should be enough. And if you need any more, you can add. I got another bag here. Let me add a little bit more. Little bit more. Okay, I didn't want to open up this bag, but I'm gonna have to. Jeez. Anyway, I got a machine that seals this shut. So let's throw some more. Come on, there you go. There you go. Okay. So I'm gonna seal this thing up with this machine that I got, and let me just put this to the side here. I'll go to it later. That should be enough noodles in there. Better be. Okay, there you go. So after you bring it to a second boil, you can lower the flame down very, very, very low. Let it simmer in there for maybe 10-15 more minutes, and your chicken soup is done. So folks, that's it. On a nice rainy day like this, chicken soup. And we're probably going to eat something on the side because that's the way it is here. But this is a nice chicken soup for a rainy day, like I said. When you're sick and down, you know, after surgery, you know, it is so delicious, so good. All American chicken, well, chicken soup, the Jewish penicillin, right? That's what they call it, Jewish penicillin. So anyway, I just made a big pot of Jewish penicillin, and I'm waiting for Gilbert to come from work. He's running a little bit late today. And that's it, folks. Uncle Jesse's homemade chicken soup. I hope you guys enjoy this time, and watch my videos on YouTube. You can see how it's done. So anyway, folks, I'll see you guys tomorrow, because I'm going to wait for Gilbert to come in. Okay.